Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
Aliens kidnapped my friends. Lucy!
Emmett!
I'm going to get them back.
The Lego Movie 2 in cinemas February 8th.
Hello. This is Adolf Vega, and today I'm with Jake Jarvis.
Hello.
And Jake reviewed Lego Movie 2, the second part. And it's kind of a weird title. You gotta admit that.
Yeah.
So, as always, in our reviews, we'll talk about the 3D element first. I did not watch the movie. I'm just kind of helping along with this journey of the podcast. So, Jake, what do you think of the 3D aspect of this movie?
It was good. It was strong. It could have been better. They missed a lot of opportunities with pop-outs, especially with all the sparkles and the glitter they had and the angles. But it did create depth and space. So, I mean, if you're a hardcore 3D fan, you'll get something out of it. If you're casual, I would recommend, 2D. This is 3D for hardcore only.
So, one thing about the 3D, is it like one of those things where it does feel like you're actually playing with the toys because you see the space and like you can kind of see that in that way?
A little bit. I wish they had went in a little closer in a lot of shots. It probably would have helped pop things more.
And if they had the glitter pop out every time they had that in the scene, that would have been cool.
Yeah, like, how they do snow effects in 3D movies and how awesome they are. They should have did that with her, because it would have looked awesome coming into the audience, but they didn't. It was a missed opportunity.
Okay. So, I mean, it's not terrible by any means, but not great by any means either. It's good.
Yeah.
They put effort in there, but it's just not amazing by any means.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you have any parents taking their kids out to see this movie, if you want to splurge, then you might have something out of it, but you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
So, on to the movie itself.
Yeah, the movie it's lots of fun. It's like the first one. It's a lot of random humor. It's chaotic. It's There's jokes for everybody. There's stuff that the kids are gonna laugh at. There's some jokes that anybody who's ever stepped on a Lego barefoot is gonna laugh out loud at big time. There's not as many celebrity and cameos, but there's still a lot of them. And I really don't want to spoil. There's one celebrity cameo I really don't want to spoil because it was delightful me going in there not knowing, and it's something I want to keep going. This movie was just lots of fun. There were all sorts of deep cuts. An example I'll give you is Wonder Woman in the 50s, early 60s. They used to have Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Wonder Tot stories. Don't ask. That's beyond the scope of this podcast to explain that. But they referenced it by having all three of the, Wonder Woman, Wonder Girl, and Wonder Tot running around together in the movie. That made an old comic geek like me chuckle. There were a couple of sports characters this time around, like the first one. And a lot of the guys from the first movie were back, like Will Arnett as Batman, Chatham Tatum, and Jonah Hill, and Tiffany Haddish is come on board as a new character, a Duplo, and there's a lot more songs, and they're great. And Tiffany Haddish could really sing. I was surprised. It was just lots and lots of fun. And the story had depth like the first one. this time the story centered more around the siblings fighting with each other and mom putting her foot down. Will Ferrell's there, but he's just a voice as dad and as business.
So it's pretty wholesome, pretty heartwarming.
Yeah. And has lots to say about the nature of play and sibling rivalry. And Chris Pratt does double duty as Emmett and a character called Rex Dangervest, who he does in the best impersonation I've heard of Kurt Russell ever. And the character is almost like a parody of Chris Pratt's career so far, from Jurassic World to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, so overall, what would you give it?
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow. What would you give the original by chance?
10.
Okay, just for the hell of it. What would you give Batman?
I gave Batman a 9.
Okay, and Ninjago?
I gave it a 6.
Okay, so now you know all the Lego thoughts on real quick. So I guess that's going to be basically it. I did not watch this, so I can't comment. I'm not super into the Lego movies, so I mean I'll watch them eventually. So
yeah, it'll be worth catching eventually.
All right, I guess that's going to be it for us. Bye.
Bye.
All right, before this podcast ends, I want to give a thank you to my patrons. Right now, we have one patron, which is David from Spain, and I want to thank you for your financial support.
All right, so that's going to be it for this podcast.
We now have a Patreon, and the link is in the description. Thanks for watching.
And we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a little bit everywhere. Just look for us, 3D or 2D. And of course, review us on iTunes. And if you want to write us a letter, our email address is email3dortwo d@gmail.com. So that's going to be it. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everyone.